Sound speeds, and I have a trick for you, especially if you're, let's say, a boom operator that happens to put microphones in potentially windy environments. And I don't just mean outdoors, where obviously wind could hit the microphone. No, I mean indoors, perhaps, underneath an air conditioning vent that you can't shut off. Or let's say you're doing fast queuing between people and wind is going to hit that microphone pretty quickly, so you need to use something like, let's say, a Leonard ball. Right there is a review of a Leonard ball, and you might need to up your wind protection for that reason to protect the microphone from all that wind that would hit it. This is going to be something that you'll want to pay attention to. This is a Sennheiser MKH-50, a fantastic microphone in pretty much every possible way, but it does have a tragic flaw. But luckily, it is a tragic flaw that can be easily remedied. Curious? The MKH-50, along with any end-address microphone, has a place for you to speak into. And yes, that would be covered up by your wind protection, as would the little slits that the engineers built into it to give this a signature 50 sound. So you say, where's the tragic flaw? Let me show you. Switches? Believe it or not, those switches right there let a little bit of air in. Don't believe me? Let me prove it. You are now currently hearing me through the Sennheiser MKH-50. So let me blow into the switches for you. So I know what you're thinking. Your breath could have gone into those little bitty slits on the side, and therefore I could hear it against the diaphragm. Okay, let me eliminate that as a possibility. You are now currently watching me close up the slits with 2-inch black paper tape on this MKH-50. No wind is going to hit them anymore, but what about the end? Well, same thing. I'm going to use this 2-inch black paper tape, completely close it up, so now no wind should be able to hit this microphone capsule, provided that I cover up those little bitty switches. No wind is hitting that microphone capsule anymore. So to prove my point, let me gently blow into these little switches and we'll see. So if that's the tragic flaw, what's the fix? Well, very, very simply put, using another piece of tape, you simply cover up that hole. By putting tape over the switches, you're going to ensure this microphone is no longer being affected by wind hitting it, and that's a good thing. But personally, I prefer to use something clear, like magic tape. That way I can look through the tape and always see what my switches are set to. Ah, that's so much better now. Well, provided, of course, that the microphone capsule itself wasn't enclosed up in tape. But that's what your wind protection is for, protecting that from rogue wind. However, please do not think I'm just picking on the Sennheiser MKH-50. It is a wonderful microphone, and if that is the only issue with it, that's nothing. Cover it over with tape, no more issue. But the reason I'm pointing this out is because any microphone with an open hole in it, like for a switch, is going to potentially be receptive to wind that hits it. So cover it up with tape so there's no more issue there too, because it could be affecting your dialogue. That is sound advice. Have a question you'd like answered or want to add something? Be sure to write it in the comment section down below. You can also make a suggestion for future topics of discussion. Again, comment section down below, or you can email me at soundspeeds@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future sound advice.